It's helped a lot.
A relieved resident already here on day one of the opening of Essen Healthcare, located at 899 Elton Avenue off East 161st Street in the Mott Haven section.
We got another hospital, but we got to take like 30, 40 minutes or 5 minutes.
Now, instead of traveling that distance to Lincoln Hospital, Amaury Jablera, waiting for his mother, who's being treated here, can breathe easier now that medical help is just minutes from his doorstep. Vivian Richardson, who travels to Westchester Medical Center, shared the same.
I live right across the street. So I've been seeing the construction going on and seeing them doing it for the last couple of years. But then when I saw the sign, I said, oh, okay.
And that's thanks to Bronx physician and founder of Essen Healthcare, Dr. Sumir Sahgal. Already with 24 locations throughout the Bronx, this is now the 25th that comes at a time when even he knows firsthand the urgency of immediate life-saving medical treatment.
I got COVID early on in March, April. Took me 2 to 3 weeks to recover.
After testing positive, he was not only focused on recovery, but as a physician closely monitoring his own progress.
We didn't have that many precautions. We didn't know about social distance at that time.
While quarantining, he says his staff brought him treatment that included this, a pulse oximeter that clips onto a patient's finger to measure heart rate and oxygen saturation in the blood cells, often used to assess whether a patient has lung disease. After recovering, Dr. Sahgal is now prepared to treat old and new patients that test positive.
We actually do COVID testing in our urgent care centers. And if we have been doing it since March. We have done thousands of them, and we have a lot of patients. Initially, during the pandemic, almost 30 to 50% of patients were coming positive.
And just like in his case, he's seeing that with proper care, some great outcomes.
Brace yourself mentally. Make sure you isolate yourself so your family doesn't get infected. You've got to put yourself on monitor for temperature check and with the pulse oximeter, and talk to your doctor.
As the city reopens, Dr. Sahgal is prepared to accommodate patients both online and in person to help this community focus on being well.
A lot of people have been so focused on taking care of themselves and their family, they have ignored the medical condition. So the diabetes is out of control. They are out of medication. They need access to pharmacy. They need access to the preventive care. So I think as we come out of this pandemic, everybody needs to focus on their job and what they care about, and we care about our patients. So we want them to take care of their family without worrying about their own health.
From telemedicine to urgent care and primary care, Essen Healthcare wants the public to know that their doors are open, and given the COVID crisis and so much unknown, they say everyone from this community should stop in. Here for BronxNet, Arlene Mukoko.